What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm currently posted up in the bug. I'm about to move it because we got some exciting new parts for the bug. Let's get it. So as I mentioned before, this pedal, this brake pedal is Garbo Dunzo, and I thought it was a master, so I ordered a new master, but it turns out it's this one line that runs through the car and goes to the rear brakes. You can see that it's leaking from right there. So I got, let me show you what I got for it. So I got a brand new hard line that I need to mold and obviously shape and put through the car. I got, that's a surprise for later, I got brand new brake pads, front, rear, and then the brand new master cylinder in here. So let's take everything out. Yes sir, I got everything laid out. The new line, new master cylinder. These are the rears, fronts. So I never done drums before. I mean, I've done them before, but just never on the bug. Should be pretty straightforward. So first things first, I need to jack up the car, but before that I need to loosen these axle bolts because it's what's holding the brake together. So I need to take all those off. I need to jack it up, but I don't have a 32, I think the size is, so my pops is looking for it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start taking apart the stuff on the inside because we got the new cylinder and the new line, so let's just buzz down on that. I gotta take off this nasty line, so I gotta like take off all this residue and like lift up these tabs so the line can come out. Oh my god, I don't even know when was the last time someone lifted these up, man. And the line's like stuck in there, like it's really on there, man. You just gotta pry it out. You gotta do that along the whole car. So you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Sheesh. I just got this one because I need to get in like there and I don't want to struggle, so I got a longer one. Pretty much just the same process. But this is so disgusting, man. This is literally everything that was nudged up against that's disgusting. And the master cylinder is right there, and then once I unscrew those two bolts, then I can take off those. So normally these are a pain in the butt to get off, but I got them off with, had to go to O'Reilly's with my boy, plugged me up with a 36mm to take these off. Literally just put some PB blaster before I left, and by the time I got back, just zapped them off. I'm not gonna take them off all the way, that would be stupid of me, but I'm gonna jack up the car, get it up on 4, all the way up on 4, take off all the wheels, and then we'll be able to see like brakes and all that stuff, and we'll start tearing more into it. Y'all didn't get to see, but I pretty much took off the wheels already. They're all off. My bug is officially a spaceship. So now all I'm gonna do is take off these stubborn axle nuts and hopefully get access to the disc brakes.
Ese nomás se mete así. Pero este te lo voy a dejar así para que aquí lo pongas. Este va a ir así. Y aquí va a ir la otra de esta. Esa. Y luego le voy a poner esta.
Okay.
¿Esto lo vas a limpiar o no?
Ya, todo lo voy a limpiar ahorita, nomás lo voy a dejar.
Bueno, aquí esto, acuérdate que este va así. No queda de otro modo, así no queda. No queda así. Y cuando la pongas, o sea, se la pones aquí. Y cuando la pongas, nomás la metes así.
Alright, that's the first time my pops hopped in the mix. You guys pretty much saw how it's done. I kind of took the liberty of doing one side. So this one's pretty much done. Everything's back up, strong, pretty good. I adjusted them already. I just need to put the pretty much the rotor on. Adjust it from the rear, which is like these two nuts right here, these two holes. Those is where it gets adjusted. With the stars right here, it's either up or down to go in or out, and you just want them. I'm just gonna put it on until I can't spin it no more, and then do it back a few times, but I'll show you that right now. But this is pretty much how it's done. Now on the other side, I'm gonna be able to show you guys a lot better. This one I was just learning, so the next time I do it on the other side is gonna be a lot quicker. There's some resistance in there, but you don't want too much, so this should be fine, just so it can move. Now this one's fully done. Now we can do the other side. Look at that, even on this one had a spider, man. Sheesh, it's been a long time since someone's cracked these open, but we're gonna get this done right now. Brake cleaner the hell out of it. You want to get this special tool, my dad just let me borrow it. I don't know what you would call it, but it's to take off these shims. I put the other ones on by hand, but to take them off, I'm sure it's a lot harder, and it's pretty easy. You just kind of take them off. No easier way to tell you guys how to do it. And then just, you know, you just gotta have to, you're gonna have to pull it out, pretty much. Alright, that's off. Take it off, and then the e-brake cable right like this down here. All you gotta do is push this back and unlatch it like that. So it hooks on like that right here. Now you can just start taking all this apart, but don't lose direction of where this goes because you want the e-brake cable to be lined up on this side. So since the e-brake cable is on this side, it has this extra notch right here. That one obviously goes to the e-brake cable. So you just start putting stuff on pretty much. So when you guys are trying to assemble this back together, I would love to start with the e-brake cable just to make it easier for you guys. Just pull that thing through. On the other side, you guys want to get your clamp that you guys got left from last time. Put it around and, you know, just put it in place. Just twist it. And like all drum brakes are pretty much the same, so then you just want to start putting this notch on here again. Same thing on this side, line it up. Pull the spring over there. See? Now this is pretty much ready to go on the cars. Here we got a few more things to do. You want to take these things out because they're rusted and stubborn in there. So what my dad told me to do is you get your flathead and you get your vice grips and you just smack it out. What my dad told me to do is get some sandpaper, run it around, you know, do your thing, loop these up, shove them in there, and you're good to go. Now we could put the new one back on since it's already kind of pre-assembled. We're not gonna struggle with it. What I like to do first is just my e-brake cable first, slide that in there, and then put them at the top first. There we go. Put them at the bottom, and voila. Put the spring in there. Put this tab through there. Line it up. Bottom, and just pull it to the other side. And when we're honestly pretty much done. Just like how there was resistance before, there's a little bit of resistance there. That's good enough for me. So we're done with the rears. We pretty much got the rears taken care of. Everything seems pretty legit. All the ones are pretty worn out. New ones looking great. At this point I just gotta find the brake line where it splits up into two and take it out so I can run the new one that from the inside of the cabin. Here's the old junk line that was ruined. It literally just fucking, I don't know, but it's just old and crunchy. Obviously wasn't getting any fluid to the rear, so garbo. Alright, it's the next day. I didn't finish. It got really dark, so let's recap on what happened yesterday. So yesterday, pretty much got everything off. Got the old line out, and I got the old master cylinder out. It's right there chilling. So all the lines are disconnected. So pretty much today I need to do the front brakes, and I need to do pretty much reattach the master cylinder and the line, bleed the brakes, which I think is going to be a pain in the butt since everything's new, but we're going to get it done. I'm going to try to do it in this perspective because I need to get this done ASAP. No more playing around. So I pulled out the speed sensor up back here. If you guys can see that, I pulled it out. It's right here. Now I loosened this already, and I don't have an adjustable wrench, so we're going to be using these bad boys right here to try and take this sucker off. Oh. I set that to the side. Don't be an idiot like me. Put this to a safe spot as well. You do not want to get that messed up. All right, now we can take the whole thing. All right, there we go. See? Now we took the whole thing out. Spray the heck out of everything else. Take that sucker out. There we go. That just fell out. But anyways, it's out. Don't worry about it. There we go. Garbo. It smells terrible. All right, see, these were not that bad. Pull this one out too. See, these were not that bad, but they didn't be lubed again. So
3 hours later.
You see that? Good to go. All right, so we got the new master cylinder right here posted. We got to put the two sensors down here, the two lines right here, and then the top line right here, and then the two feed lines, and we can put it back on, bolt it up, and it should be good to go after that. On the inside, we just put the 13s back on. I got a bigger washer so I wouldn't just pull my firewall out, but we just put those back in and we should be good. All right, it's day 3. This obviously took a lot longer than I ever thought it was gonna take. Let me update you guys on what happened last night. I kind of got stressed out and I just kind of not rushed, but I put down the camera and I really got to work because it was really starting to stress me out that I couldn't get certain things on there. But let me show you the progress I made last night. So pretty much in there, the new master cylinder's in, it's bolted, everything's all the lines are put back, feed lines are done, sensors are done, in the rear, I can't really show you because it's really hard to get to, but there's a fitting back there, or right there. The screw, or the line I guess, is on the other side from the master cylinder to there. It's on the back side of that, so you guys can imagine what kind of pain it is to get in there and have to screw it on the back side. Still got to run the line on the inside. It's still kind of just sloppy in there, but pretty soon it'll be done. It's just kind of in there. You really need to throw everything out and clean it up in here. Literally all the brakes are done, so literally all I need to do right now is fix that line up. Just pretty much mount it and go from there and just bleed them. Pretty much that's the only thing left. My homie's actually to come through right now and help me bleed the system, so we'll pick it up when he gets here. Let me give you guys a bit of advice that worked for me. So typically people bleed these like on a vice grip, but I just loosened up the furthest line first and then getting closer and closer, and then I just let a little bit of brake fluid come out and then tighten up the line, and the brake pressure is a lot better. It's gonna start bleeding all of them. And to bleed them, it's pretty easy. The master cylinder is right here, the nipple, it's a 7. And we got to do the furthest one away from the master cylinder. The master cylinder is right there, so we're gonna start right here. And again, go again. This is gonna be the finishing touch right here. I'm gonna slap this on right here. Shout out to JBugs. I'm gonna link their stuff in the description below if you guys want to go check them out. This is usually what I get on my bug parts, as well as my dad. But let's slap this on because we gotta support those that support us. There we go. That's right. I cannot wait any longer, guys. The car's finally done. Shout out to my boy Wedo, came to help me with the brakes. The back seat is taken apart, everything's taken apart, carpet's on. I haven't even cleaned up, but I just can't wait no more. I'm gonna take it on a little spin around the block, and then we'll put everything back together. So let's get it. Sheesh, haven't used it and it started right up, baby. A nice cold start for y'all. First drive, let's get it. Woo! The brake feels really good. It's nice and stiff. I kind of like it. Now I don't feel sketched out stopping anymore. It feels great. I've been cruising in this car in so long, man. I'm so happy. This makes me so happy. The brakes were really sketchy when I bought the car, but now it feels amazing. Woo-hoo-hoo. That job was such a hassle, guys. Like, I can't even explain to you guys how long it took. I worked on it maybe 2.5 hours each day. The last day I worked on it the most, just to really get it dialed in. And honestly, it's pretty freaking amazing how much the brakes make a difference. Now the pedal is really firm, and it wasn't even like that when I bought it. When I bought it was still really soft, really squishy, not really stopping anything, you know. I'm just glad I fixed it before anything or anybody got hurt. I feel super comfortable doing drum brakes now, but I swear next time I do that, I'm gonna get disc brakes for it, because I do not want to go through all that work again. And disc brakes are a lot better, easier to manage, and a lot easier to work on. It was super fun to be able to work on a car with my dad. We don't really get to do that too often, so I really appreciate that he helped out. I really didn't know what I was doing for a while, so he helped me out. Feels great. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for kicking it with me today. We got a lot more stuff coming for the bug. My dad actually just dropped off some parts right now. Might slap them all in today, but that's gonna be another video for you guys. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button so you guys never miss out on another video, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful rest of you guys' day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.